it should not process the code. That means it is not for the interpretation. It is simply for the user to display. Or if you wrote some bulk number of codes and those codes are wrong and you have no patience to delete all the things. So we need to hide that content in order to process it, right? So those things will come into the concept of comments. Comments in Python is nothing but we are hiding a particular set of instructions in order to process. So to hide that one, we have a two set of comments. One is single line comment, other one is multi-line comment. Single line comment will be used with hash operator. If you observe your keypad, the operator is above 3. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3, it is holded with hash. Same as it is, you can go for 3 quotations in the particular comment. So we will see it. So you go ahead with ideally. We go for ideally. Start, type ideally, you will get Python ideally. So it will open the shell center to work with it. Right. So let me take a file. In files, new file, I'm taking. So now I need to go for A equals to 10. I'll just go for display of A. What I'm doing, we are taking a object or a variable which is stored with the value of 10. And I'm trying to display it. So let me save my file. File, save as. I'll be taking as s2.py. Py is the extension for the Python. So if you open a text file .txt, if you open a document .doc, ppt.pptx, like that, the Python have an extension. The file will consider as a Python file. So .py. Save. If you run this one, 10 will display, right? So now I'm taking, I want to go ahead with this is sample program. I want to mention this file which is holding a sample program to display a value. It should be given that the content should be for the user who is opening, irrespective of who wrote. So I wrote the file and I know what this file is holding with. The people who doesn't know that, they want to open and see, they don't have any knowledge of it, so they can be getting a brief history, right? So if you run this one, it will give you an error, right? File, whatever may be the data I have added, I want to save in the same file. So save. Now I'll run this. See, you will get an error. So now I don't want this one to be included in the interpretation. So I'll be taking a single comment line. Now I'll be again save, Control S, go for run. See, now the same output has come. Right. So whenever you want to add, which should not be processed. So you want to add content in the code, but it should not be processed. That can be done with the help of comment lines. Suppose you have n number of lines to go ahead. It is a single line, so we used hash. Suppose you want to go ahead with n number of lines, maybe 2 or 3 lines, or if it is easy for 2 or 3 lines, hash for the 3 lines. If you have 100 lines of a text that is available in a lengthier code, complex code, for each and every line you are mentioning hash is difficulty, right? In that cases, I'm just going on. So what I want to do is, I want to mention day2 concept Python 180 and company Brihasu. So this is the n number of lines we want to hide from the processing, right? So we will be taking the comment line, that is, you can go single comment line from the start and by the end. So now again save this and run the code. See, it doesn't process over the interpretation. So comment lines are a single comment line which is used with hash. Comment lines for the multiple lines, you can go for quotation, that is single quote or double quote. So you can use double quote also. Quotation you can use. Same. Whenever there is a modification in the file, you need to save that modification. So file, save. First time you are going for save as, because it's a fresh document. It is nowhere stored. So we need to store that one first. So first of all, when the document is created, we need to save as. When modifications are done, so that is nothing but save. So we have seen 4 steps, right? Creation and editing. So now I'm editing my document. So save. Then we need to run the code. Hash for the comment for a single line. Quotation for multiple lines. So starting line and the ending line you can mention. So you can mention here or you can mention here. So that will be considered as the last of the comment, right? So you can mention like this and you can go ahead. So it is your wish to see the code, to see the document with of your basing on your user need. So it will be looking good, right? So I'll be placing like this. So any modification, any editing, we need to go for save the file. Then we go for execute the file, that is run. So single comment line and multiple comment line we have. So coming to the next one, variables. Variables is nothing but a storage location or memory allocations. So variable is nothing but we are going for one storage of a value so that it will be considered as a variable. So whatever may be the program. If you take C program, we'll go for declaring of the variable, right? Here in Python, we no need to declare any variable. Simply assigning a value will create the memory allocation. So in C program, how you are going to declare a variable? We will go for the type of it int a. That means we are declaring a storage location. For the storage location, I named a. And in that location, I can able to store integer values, right? So that is how the C variables have been declared. But coming to the Python, in Python, we do no longer need any data type. So we simply take the memory location name, that is a, equals to 10. So no declaration, simply assigning a value that will create a memory location, and the memory location will be stored with the value. Basing on the value, the type of the variable will be declared. This is how the Python is easy compared to the C, right? So variables, we can go like this. So we will see it, right? So we have seen in the same program, right? So I have taken a. So a, that means it is a variable and I'm storing 10 in that variable location. A location, I'm storing 10. So 10 is the type of the value, that is integer value. So A is integer type. Same as it is. I'll be taking B equals to 12.5. That means B is a variable which is storing the value 12.5. 12.5 means it is a floating value, decimal pointed value, right? So the type of B is floating value. Same as it is. If you are going for, you want to describe your, you want to mention your name. Suppose I am Brinda. So Brinda is a string of values. So continuous of characters, right? So we can tell that C is a variable which is holding a string value Brinda. So C data type is, it is string. So in Python, no need to declare the variable. The value itself create the memory allocation. Basing on the value, the type of the variable will be allocated. Same as it is. You can go for print B, print C. So once the file is edited, you just go save the file and go for run the file. See, whatever may be the values we have given in A, B, C, those have been displayed, right? This is how the variables will be allocated. So variable is nothing but it's a memory location. In a memory location, we will store some data values. So we are going to take a name for the variable. So name equals to value. So basing on the value, the type of the variable will be decided. The type of the variable will be decided, right? Now, come to data types. So Python is loosely bounded. So whatever may be the values we provide, basing on that value, the variable will be decided. So the values we have n number of types. So the data we are provided is what sort of type we are providing. So different values of the data will be having. So now we have seen numbers with the integer value and the decimal value, right? So we have different types of data types. So basing on the values that the variable is holding, right? So we have different types of data types in Python. So basing on the numeric, we have integers, floats, complex numbers. We usually work with maths, right? Complex numbers, imaginary numbers, everything. Then we have sequential numbers. So strings, list, tuple. Sequential type means it has a continuity of the things. So just now I have written Brinda. It is a continuous of the characters, right? So the same thing, we have a dictionary. So we have a dictionaries in a real-time world. That is, we want to search a word called miscellaneous. What's the meaning of it? How we usually search in a dictionary? We will go to M and we will go to I, then we will go to S, C, then we will go till the miscellaneous word will come, right? We will start with a position, that is nothing but M, and we will go ahead into the alphabetical order. Same manner, in the dictionary, in Python also, we will having a key and its values. Then we will go ahead with the things. Then we have a Boolean values. Boolean values means it holds about true or false. Have you had your lunch? Yes, I had my lunch. Are you sleepy? No, I'm not sleepy. Right? So we have true or false statements, right? So those things will be considered as Boolean type, true, false. In coding, the true holds 1 and the false holds 0, right? And we have a set. In maths, we have set values, right? Set of parameters, pi Venn diagrams, same as it is. Here we go for set values, just like your flower braces. So we will see one by one. in the coming classes. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about how the data type of numeric types. Just now we started in TA equals to, right? So like that we will go ahead. So now we are going to discuss about numeric, that is in numeric we miss complex number. If you have time, take a screenshot. Oh my goodness. Who's that? Yeah. Anybody, anything you have a clarity for it? You need any disturbance here? Can I explain again? Hi, Praveen. Yeah. So you can take the screenshot of it. So now we are going to discuss about numeric values. So in numeric values means it's a numbering method, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.2345, a plus bx, or else a plus I root of, right? Like that. You will go for complex numbers, right? Imaginary. So we are going to discuss about numeric data type. Right? So now I'm going to take some numeric data type. Okay. So see, if I put the hash, the next immediate one, it is not going to process it. It's simply take the next command, instruction line it has taken. So it tells that it is the starting of the instruction. The arrow marks will lead you for that, right? So now I'm going to take a equals to, I'll just simply type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have a variable, an object called A. A is holding the value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. Right? Now I'm going to display it. See, it displays. You can do by, since it is ideally. Now I can use it, print. Print A. Right? Now I'll be taking B equals to, same as it is. I'll take 1 dot 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. That is B. See, it is taking the decimal values also, right? I'll go for print of B. Same, we have complex numbers, right? We have complex numbers. So I'll be taking C equals to 1 plus 2j. I'll display C. C equals to 1 plus 2j. You can use display function, that is print. Print helps with displaying of the content. So if I try to display C, it shows 1 plus 2j. You want to display numbers. Suppose I'm giving 0. It's simply, we didn't provide any container, that is any variable. We didn't provide no variable. So we simply provide a value 0. So we know that value. So if I'm giving 1,000 or 10,000, means types negative numbers, anything without the fractional part you are going for. So it displays for the unlimited method. So that is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 0. See here, the ideally the Python will provide like this. So you can tell that mom you can tell like in maths we see, right, log base 2, log base 8, log base 10. Same as it is here also, the integers can be binary, the octal or hexadecimal means we can go like octal 8. So like that we can go ahead, right? That also can be taken in the integers. Integers can be any of the values. That is, it can be a binary, it can be an octal value, it can be an hexadecimal value. Anything can be held by it. So now, ma'am, you are telling that it is integer. So we are giving a value. It is simply displaying. It is simply giving the value whatever we are providing. I gave 0, it gave 0. I gave a equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It gave a equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How the system is recognized as the type, right? So you might be getting the doubt of how we are telling that this is type, because as a human, I know it is integer. As a human, I learned maths. I know it is decimal value. As a human, I know it is binary value, right? Binary means zeros and ones, right? So we know that, ma'am, how the system has been understood or not, how we have to know. So for that, we have a thing called type. Type is a method. Type is a method to provide, if any of the things we give, that one will tell what sort of data type it is holding. What sort of data type it is holding. So let me see. I'll go for type. So we know that I get an integer, right? So it see that, so it is coming under the integer class. We will see what's the class, hearts, or containers, everything we'll see in the future studies. Okay. So integer, that is 10. Suppose we will give you type. So we already have a value b in it, right? Type of b. See, it is float. We have taken a variable b and we provided some value, right? So that variable holding some value, that value falls under the class float. Float data type, which is a numeric number. Suppose I'm going to find out my name. So, Brinda, right? Ma'am, we have given 10 without anything. But coming to the strings, we need to provide quotation should be enclosed. We will see the data type strings later on. So whenever you are providing string data type, see, it is str class. So whatever may be the content we place in a quotation will be considered as a string class, string data type. Suppose I know that 10 is the type of integer. So see here, we have given 10, which is the type of integer, right? Now, I'll provide the same thing in between the quotation. What I'm doing? I'm providing the same thing in between the quotation. See, you will get the class called string. So even the value we provided is an integer value, that is 10, but we mentioned the value in between quotes. So in between quotations, whatever may be the value you place, it will be considered only as a string. So you can check it out with any of the values. So I'll be taking like decimal values. So 1.2234. See, it will be provided with string. Now we will go of one other variable like a, b, c we have taken, right? So let me take d equals to. D equals to, I'll be starting a number with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what it has to go ahead? It will show an error, warning symbol. Right? So we know that 0 is also a numeric value, right? So leading with zeros is invalid. What it is? Leading with zeros. See here, it is showing it. Leading with zeros is not permitted. Right? Leading with zeros means we are starting. Leading means whoever starts in the front. Suppose I'm taking the class. This entire class is leading by Brinda. Right? Same as it is. The number is leading with 0 means it is starting with 0. So this is not a valid variable. So it generates something called error. That is leading 0 error. Right. Now I'm taking E, other variable name called E. Now I have 1 underscore 2 underscore 3 4 5 underscore 6 7 underscore 8. So now we already know that we will put lot of special symbols, right? Underscore we can place. Now if you observe this, no error has generated, just like in the D. If you try to display E, see it is what happened? It eliminates underscores. So you provided a value to a particular variable called E, which is receding with underscores. So it will take the underscore, by processing it, it will be eliminated. What the interpreter will do, it will take the input So it will process, the code will be processed, it will convert to the byte code, everything. So the output will be without all the special characters of underscore. So just like leading 0, it generates no error. If you start with 0, it will lead for 0 error, that is leading 0 error. But if you take underscore, it will generate no error. But it will not process the underscore. Right. Ma'am, we usually write numbers with 3 decimal separations. Do you remember that the currencies that we will write 10,000 means 10 comma 3 zeros? Why don't you try that? F equals to 1 comma 234. That is 1234. Do you think will it process? See, it has taken two different numbers. 4, right? As an one number not be processed. Comma can be taken as a separator. Right? I'm giving some time. If you want to do it, you can do parallelly, or else you can take the screenshot. That is why I'm giving a pass over it. So we have a function called int. We have seen type. Type is a method or a function to know the data type of a variable or a number, right, of a value. Same as it is, we have a method or a function we have, that is int. It converts any data type value into the integer. It converts any data type. So we know that if you place 1, 2, 3 in between quotations, it is an integer, right? Now, what I'm doing, same thing, I'll be checking with the type. It is string class. Same as it is, now I'm taking into int method, that is 1, 2, 3. If you observe this one, you will be getting 123. Same as it is, if I go like this, it will go with 123 as an integer. But if I pass over integer method, it will convert the string value of 123 into the integer value of 123. Ma'am, how do I know that? So I have taken like int of in between quotation 123. Right. Now I'm placing this entire thing in type method. See, in previous case, we have checked the type as string. Now I'm passing the same thing with the passing of the value of integer method. Now the type has converted to the int method. Even you can tell like I have 1.2. So 1.2 is floating value, decimal values, that is floating value. Integers doesn't hold floating value, right? So see, this comes, they eliminates the decimal value and it takes about only the integral part, that is 1. Or else the same thing. Suppose I have integer and I'll be taking same 1.2. Okay, base 10. Okay, integral part, the number is base 10, so it won't convert. Okay, fine. Now, same as you can work with the binary functions also. So we have binaries, octal values. So the binary values can be defined with B as it is. Octal values, we will go for O. Same as it is hexadecimals, right? So we have hexadecimals, that is with X. So these are the type of the values. So basing on the number conversion, binaries means we are converting to the binary format, that is zeros and ones, right? So binary method, we are converting it. So we are representing that one as a B number. So let me calculate any of the number. Right. A, B, C, D, E, F. I'll take G. G equals to mm, 1 1 0 1 1 0 0 0. So I want it to be as a binary number, right? B will be taking place. So 0 B. Now I'll be displaying print G. The value of 2 and 6 in the binary format is 110 11000. So the integer means it holds the binary values also. It stores the octal values and it stores the hexadecimal values also, right? So in this, if you place underscore also, it will process the same as it is like the numbers. I have given underscores here, but it eliminates, the interpreter eliminates the underscores, right? Same as it is, you take any of the binary values that can be taken care and you can eliminate the underscore. So let me check it out. A, B, C, D, F, G, H equals to 0B. It indicates the binary value. So 1 1, I'll take underscore 0 underscore 1 1 underscore 000. So for zeros and ones, I'm going with underscores. Okay. Now I'll try to display H. See what the interpretation part will do. The code will be taken care and it will convert the binary into the integral part, that is integer, and then it will eliminate all the underscores and it displays the 216. So if you ask for the type of H or anything, type of H, because it is an integer, right? We already said the integers hold the binary values, the integers hold octal values. It will take the hexa values, right? Same as it is, the parameters can be taken care with octal values also. The octal will be represented by O. So I'll be taking UGH I equals to 0 O. 0B means binary. O means octal. X means hexadecimal. We will take anything. I'll be taking 11. I'll be printing I. That means it is octal value of 1 1 is 9. You can check the type. It falls under the integral part, that is integers. Same as it is, we can work with hexadecimal, that is X. Right? Binaries B, octal O, hexadecimal X. So 0B, 0O, 0X. So the X can be of small letters or capital letters, anything. E, F, G, H, I, J equals to 0. I'll be taking X. I'll take the 11 only. 1, 1. It is not 11. It is a number of the converted Boolean values. So zeros and ones only. So I'll be taking 1, 1 or 1, 2, anything you take. Let me go J value. See, the value is 17. Or else you can take numeric value of 12 conversion to the octal. So that is, I'll take J, octal value 0, X, octal value for the number 12. It is like 11, it is 17, 12, it will go for 18. It also comes under your numeric value. We will discuss about floating values. Floating means decimal values, right? We have J, H, I, J. I'll take K. K equals to 1.2. So that is what we have seen right now. So we go for K or display method, that is print K. That we know, right? If you go ahead, type of K, it will show you the type as float, the class which falls under for the float class. We have seen the integers, right? So let me take L equals to, I'll be taking 1.23 underscore 456 underscore 78. So previously we have taken 1 underscore, 2 underscore, like that, right? So the floating with the underscores, will it support or not? Let us check. What is the value? That the value of the floating value is 1.2345678. This is the value. So we placed underscores. So will the interpreter will be follow with this one or not? Let me check it out. Do we get that value just like integers? Yes, we will get it. So we have thing called infinity. So infinite. So coming to the float values will be taking care. We usually study this is the size of integers, and we will go for infinite value as minus infinity symbol plus infinity symbol in the mathematics. Same as it is here, we use the infinity as INF or infinity in some system base. Basing on the system you are using, the size of the floating values can also be defined. Suppose I'll be taking a standard number which we call like an infinity. Suppose if you go for 10 to the power of 1000 is good. If you do something in the calculator, it will show e, right? It will take the representation of exponential matters. Same as it is in some patterns, it will go for infinite because the number we cannot go ahead till that one, right? Same like that, the system capacity, basing on the system capacity, it depends on it. So we will be providing some value. It will be considered those values as a infinite values, right? So the infinity will be taken care by INF, or some systems will display of infinity in capitals or small letters like that. Suppose we have a default number that is F, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. We will follow the sequence of alphabet. M equals to 2E 400. Most of the systems will tell this number as an infinite number. Just go ahead. See here. Because it is beyond the size of the calculation, so it will consider this number as an infinite number. So this is the most of the system considered this number as an infinite number. So it will define like INF. So basing on the system type, it will define a small INF or capital INF or infinity in small cases or infinity in capital cases. And we have known that one of the format is E, right? Capital E and small e. Because when a number is exceeding and it is a continuity of numbers are taking place and standards. So in that places, the system will generate E, right? Suppose you have M, N. N equals to, let me take 1000. Okay. Let me take 1000. That is 1 0 zeros. So E 1000. I have taken 1E3. So let me go for display it. See here, 1000. Because there is a continuity of a number. So I don't want to go ahead. The system has continuity generation of the same number. So in that cases, we will be going like this. Suppose we have 10,000 or 1 lakh. So how you will be going with N equals to, it starts with 1 and we go for E, and how many values of continuation that will be taking care. So let me go ahead. See here, it displays. Suppose I have n equals to 123.45678 I have zeros. How many zeros I have? 4 zeros, right? So let me go ahead with E4. What I'm doing? E4. So if you go like this, what it will display? It won't display because the zeros in the last is the continuity. It won't display after continuation of it, right? How many zeros we have? 4 zeros, right? So it will be taking care by the decimal positions. So last means it is like into 10 power 4 or 10 power 3, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. The decimal will be go ahead with fourth position because it is E4. So 4 decimal. So 123.45678900000, right? So it is nothing but into 10 power 4. Same as it is if you have n2. So let me take this. N equals to 123.4567890 E2. Now, if you observe the same thing, it is nothing but into 10 square, right? So it will be calculated and it will be processed through the interpreter and it will generate the value. The decimal points will be moved on. Any doubts till now?